Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. I am live on Facebook and on Periscope right now. I wanted to go live today. I know I normally go live around 2 o'clock, and I am going live today because I'm not going to be available at that time. So I want to go ahead and get started because I do have a short window here, and I want to make sure to get this out there. So for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Monica Guy. I'm with RE/MAX Real Estate Associates in Houston, Texas. Hi, Nevzat. Thanks for joining. And I'm a real estate agent in Houston, Texas. I am a third-generation real estate investor, and I am wanting to speak to all veterans right now because I think that this is an opportunity for you that I want to talk about. Thank you for joining. So again, if you are just now joining and you're not familiar with me, please stick around because I'm going to talk to you. If you know any veterans, please share this video because I think it's important that we get this word out there. It needs to get out there quickly because this land sale is going to be starting at next month, towards the end of the month. It's a quarterly land sale here in Texas. So if you are a resident Texan, if you are a resident Texan and you are a veteran, then I am specifically making this video for you, and I will be uploading it to YouTube. So if you're joining me on YouTube, thank you for watching, and if you're watching the broadcast, please share the broadcast, and thank you for watching and giving me hearts. So I want to touch base with you because I want to ask you about building your royal family, leaving something behind. So a lot of people, what they normally do is they buy property and they buy like one house for themselves and their family, and then each child after that has to buy their own house and for their family. And this is just the way that we've been doing it. Hi, thank you for joining. So this is the way we've been doing it for so long. And so what I'm asking you about now is, how does that build your royal family? So we just had our royal wedding here recently, and I think you all saw that the Queen has given a home to the new prince and princess. And so how did they do that? Well, they acquired these properties. So since the land sale is coming up, and this is land that is reserved specifically for Texas veterans, specifically for Texas residents, and they have VA benefits. They're eligible. You have got to be eligible for your benefits. If you have a VA loan that you are currently using, this doesn't, you can use it in conjunction with your VA loan. So don't worry about that. But what I want to mention to you is I pulled the last land sales because I wanted to talk to you about the land that's going to be coming up for sale next month. It is available in different areas of Texas, different counties in Texas. So if you're looking for a specific county, it may or may not be available. But I do want to let you know that this is land that's been set aside for Texas veterans to bid on only. Hi, Ben. Thanks for joining. So the one that was that ended last quarter, last year, at the end of the year last year. Hi, Nicholas. Thanks for joining. Please share the video so that other people can get this broadcast. Last year they had some land, and I had mentioned this a few times. There were 66 acres of land available. And do you know where that 66 acres was? That 66 acres of land was about 30 miles from where the owner of Amazon, is it Bezos, he had his launch pad. So it was in between Houston and El Paso, that 66 acres of land. Now, what I want to talk to you about is, as a veteran, this person that purchased this land, it has to stay residential. This person that purchased this land can actually build homes on this land for each member in his family if you wanted to. And 66 acres is far enough apart that you don't even have to see each other every day. So you could divide it up 4 ways if you wanted to, and put, if you have 4 kids, you can, put 4 houses on the land, and you and your family can live on that land. Or you could just build these houses one at a time, because it has to stay residential. And then as a gift for your wedding, you could give that to one of your children. And why is this important? Because like I said, this is about building a legacy. So if the property is in your name, and you have this house and it's going to stay in your name, and you give that, you're like, okay, well, I have this house that I want to give to you as a wedding gift or whatever to this person. Well, now this house, if you keep it in your name, it becomes, it's separate property. It's separate property. It's property that you have outside of the marriage, before the marriage. So, and I'm using this as an example because this is a way that my family did for me. So when my ex and I were together, we had this property. Even though this property was not in my name, it was property that could not be taken away from me when we went our separate ways. And that's how you build a royal family, and that's how you build a legacy of wealth that you can pass on to your children. So this 66 acres at the end of the year last year sold for $30,000. 66 acres for $30,000. And that was out in, let me see, 66 acres in Culberson County. So the other one that ended last year, it was 25 acres in Burleson County. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate your joining. Burleson County, 25 acres sold for $102,500. So this is what I'm saying. So you have these huge tracts of land available, and you have to bid on it. This is land that's only available to Texas veterans, only Texas veterans. So you have an opportunity that's coming up to get a hold of this land and hang on to it, and then it can be something that you give on to your children. You can will it to them, but it will be yours. And it's only veterans that have this opportunity to get this land. Hi, Marcia. Thank you for joining. So the last one that ended last quarter, this is 2018. There is 10 acres that was sold for $64,000 in Anderson County. There was 21 acres of land in Wichita County that sold for 51 acres. So this is what I'm talking about. So, I'm sorry, 51,000. So 21 acres of land. You can build a couple of houses on that land. If you have a few children, you have houses that can be for your children that you can will to them. If you build them one at a time, and I don't think your children are going to care how fancy the house is, but you have something that you will be able to pass on. So a lot of people, when they're looking at this land, they're like, oh, well, maybe I can use it to hunt on. You can. You really can. You can use it to hunt on if you wanted to. But the bigger picture is this is land that's just going to be, a lot of people are just thinking for themselves or thinking, okay, well, how can I use this land? I don't need this much land. Oh, it's too big, or, that acre's too small, or it's only 4 acres. Well, you only need 2 acres per horse. So you can have this land, 4 acres of land, that's yours, and then, what you build your house on it. You can build a second house on it for your children, and it can stay in your family. So you have this wealth that you can pass on, and you will actually, if you are, a man, you might be the king of the throne here, or if you're a woman, you'll be the queen of the throne here. And you have this land that you can continue, and if you have a smart family, then they will continue to do what you're doing. They will continue to do what you're doing and continue to build the wealth. They'd be idiots if they let this land go. But like I said, that was 66 acres of land. Did I say 71? Last quarter, there were 71 acres of land in Edwards County that sold for $128,000. 71 acres. So I don't know how big your family is. I know that the families are smaller than what they used to be. But if you have a family and right now you're not quite ready to buy, then by all means, reach out to me. My name is Monica Guy with RE/MAX Real Estate Associates. I'm in Houston, Texas. And if you're curious, if you just want to know how the process works, then please reach out to me and I will explain it to you. I've touched on it just a little bit. The next land sale that is going to be starting for this quarter, it's in July, but they actually post the land available for sale, and you can go ahead and place your bids in June. So if you are ready or you have questions, then please reach out to me. If you know any veterans that are eligible for this benefit, please share the video, because the next opportunity is coming up next month. I will touch on it. I will try and make videos as often as I can so I can reach out to as many people as I can. Please follow me on Periscope, on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @TXGUYS. I'm also on Instagram @TXGUYS. And this land sale is going to be starting next month. So you have an opportunity to go ahead and get this land, acquire this land and you need to be ready. So I want to make sure that you all are ready. So thank you for watching. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye, y'all.